Hello everybody. I'm just going to see if my microphone is working. My camera lady Kay.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it's working.
Oh great, that's fantastic. I'm just going to leave my microphone down here. I found it in the kitchen. Always handy to have one of these, I say. Now, just come with me to my beach, okay? I was actually going to go on a trip to the beach side, but Leo heard and he said, Catherine, stop, stay in. But look at this. I have my beach here. Always handy to have a roasting tin. Now, advanced beach is you could put a little rack in there, just like that, and when you're rubbing your fingers in the sand, here you'll feel something bumpy underneath. Other equipment that we have for our beach that your moms and dads or whoever you're living with, granny maybe, whoever will have is you need a sieve. You might have a colander. Oh, these ones are handy. Lots of older brothers and sisters, moms or whoever might have loads of makeup containers that are going empty. They're very handy to have. Just wash them out and we can use those. Plastic bags, you can wash them out. You can put things into them. We'll be putting in our sand into them and our seaweed. Then from the kitchen, some brushes, spoons, coffee spoons, salad spoons. I found a tortoise from Food Dudes. He came along. A crab. He's very, very handy. And more spoons. You never know what's going to be in this beach. Here we have, again, a little sieve. And another little... What's this? I think this one is a little bit of seaweed, I think. Okay, so let us get started with our beach. How are we going to go to the beach? First thing... all of those out of the way. One I didn't prepare earlier. We'll take away the advanced one. Take this away. And we're going to do a dry beach. Oh yeah, before I forget. Plastic bags, fantastic. Down to the local shop for cling film. So when we're finished this beach, put a bit of cling film over it or into a plastic bag, and then the beach is all ready to go for tomorrow again. Now, so first thing lads, we need to have some sand. So I have some flour here. But it's not just any flour, it's the wind is blowing this flour. And it goes everywhere. Look, it even goes in me. I better do this to myself because the moms and dads in my class, this is the way their kids go home because you're meant to put on an apron. And I usually forget that part. So here we go, there's my sand. And it is fantastic. And usually they'll be over their hair and it is great. And we love our fingers to sprinkle in. Now, we're going to add to this beach because it's not always just plain in this Irish beach. A little bit of salt, just a small bit, and remember everything that I'm using is edible, all edible, so it's grand if it goes into your mouth. So that's why I'm just putting in a small bit of salt. Oh look, cinnamon sticks. Christmas is long gone, so that is, look, a little bit of rough stick that came into our beach and that gets thrown in. Some brown sugar. You would think that I did a lot of baking in this house, but they're probably years old. Oh my golly, that is like crushed up shells inside there. I'm going to add, look, you could add some seeds, some porridge. Now I love porridge because it is absolutely very good for you, and if anybody makes you eat it, just say yes, I would just love it. Look, it just rubs into my skin and you can exfoliate and everything. It's absolutely great. Now that feels like a proper Irish sandy beach. Other things that you can hand in here is you can have some tea, some cream crackers, some digestive biscuits, all to add to it. We've got Rice Krispies, which they're kind of upside down, but snap, crackle and pop. I must learn to open my boxes correctly. Some bran flakes, throw them all in. And advanced, we're getting, you could add just 1 or 2 today, and tomorrow you could add a few more into our beach. And our little fingers are going to crush them. And this is absolutely great as our dry beach. Our next beach, we've got one more. This is the wet beach. Now, at the end of this, you can add all the 2 of them together if you want. So, we need another roasting tin. So, I'm going to put all of these back here. Sorry, we took them out to the garden because the kitchen is so small. I couldn't even fit this stuff and show you at the same time. Throw that down there. Now, so my wet garden. We're going to start, and I like to use just lukewarm water. So it's handy if you keep one or two of these juice bottles. You only need a tiny bit of water in here, but it is warm. So, and then we're just going to feel a little bit of that, and it's absolutely lovely and warm to feel. So now you're going to say to me, but Catherine, the seaside in Ireland isn't that warm. So I worked on that one, and from the freezer I got some frozen carrots, and it's a mixed bag of veg, and I threw those in here, and now my little fingers are feeling warm and cold. Other things, this is my seaweed, and it's actually, what is it? It's baby spinach I bought today. So our camera lady brought that up from the shop for me, so thank you very much, camera lady Kate. So here we have our spinach, and that's lovely. Now, most shops are doing like plants, so you can get your lavender plants to smell, but I've got some beautiful mint, and I'm going to put that in as a different type of seaweed. And I have more plants over here, and all the local supermarkets are doing these at the moment. Mine are going really well. I cheated, I bought them bigger. So you have some, I have some here, look, some chives. I've got my mint, I've got basil. There's a couple of different things in there. Half of them I don't even know, but they're meant to be lovely, and we'll find them all out in between. Now, in the rush, I grabbed this from the kitchen. Yes, okay, kind of gherkin type things, but that's my little monster that I'm after finding the beach. He's the shark. I think he's after coming along. Now, one of my students in my class, her mother told me that it's absolutely great that her daughter thinks everything that's kind of cylindrical is a ball. So you can't go to the beach without having a ball. So I have 2 red balls. I have an orange ball, and you can throw them. It's great if you're in the garden because you can actually just really get a throw. Next thing I'm going to add in, this is some mint tea. So again, it just smells really, really nice, and it's kind of refreshing, and it's just a little bit cooler than the other one. But if your child only likes warm water, then you're going to use warm water. And I can put in the tea bag and everything, and that's going to be really nice and messy. Now, this must have jellyfish when you're going to the beach. Be careful that you don't get stung with this guy. But again, love him all in there, and he's absolutely fantastic. Oh look, another red ball is after turning up. Now, I didn't have any ice last night when I was getting all this ready, but I do keep frozen lemons in my fridge. And again, these will help you. They sterilize your hands and everything, so they're really, really good. You can throw those in. But what I did find is one of my old plastic lunch bags, and I made an iceberg, so we can throw our iceberg in there. It's up to you whether you want to take it out of the bag, but you know, I not want to keep meaning to buy ice cube bags, but they never turn up. But here we have our iceberg, okay? Lovely iceberg in there. So now we have a lovely mixture for the hands. At this stage, you might want to run off. That's great. You would just leave everything in its tray, put on its sling full on, and tomorrow we're going to have just a little bit of extra water and everything. Could be down in the garden. If you're going to put it in the garden, put it into the shed. Don't leave it out overnight if you're going to reuse it. So now you're going to say to me, okay, Catherine, that's great, but how are we going to wash up? So we're going to wash up. This is great. So we put that down there. So again, you can have another tray or this kind of thing here. I found a jelly mold. So, look what I just found in my kitchen. Who says you can't go to the beach? Bar of soap. And again, this is a lovely guy for the beach, and you can have, of course he's not edible, but he is going to help us. Here we go. And we can be squirting this, and this is great. So you can use this 2 ways. So either you're going to squirt it on your own hand, or somebody is going to squirt it on your hands for you. Again, we can put our lemon in here, into this one, and we can add more water if we want, and this is going to help us with washing our hands. So we're going to slip it, and it's going to be slidey, and it's going to be lots and lots of fun. So the other thing that you can do is you might have loads of these kind of empty soap containers, or if you have spray bottles, hair conditioner that you're after finishing, wash them out and put in some more water into those. Waiting for that one to finish out to do that. So after that, you're going to have your towel, face cloth, these little gloves. Again, you're feeling lots of different textures here. They're all here. The whole house is nearly out here with me. Now, finally, the last thing after every time you go to the beach, get some cones, get some ice cream or some ice balls. Make sure your mom and dad give you ice cream after going to the beach, because you can't go to the beach without having some ice cream. And then you can go back home, back into the house with your teddy bear, tuck up, absolutely exhausted, and go to sleep. Bye everybody. Enjoy your trip to the beach. Talk to you all again soon. Bye bye. Thanks, camera lady.